Have you? This is Weekend Classic Baseball on MLB The Show. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the rock for the home team. 9 innings of chess. Adam Jones ready to get things going.
The center fielder, number 10.
Rodriguez gets us underway with a fastball that connects for a strike. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Fastball good for a strike. First batter of the game is sent packing. A strikeout starts us off. And here comes Gunnar Henderson. First pitch good for a strike. The pitch wanted to be a strike. Does that count? Tough crowd, tough crowd. Went with the change, but misses. Please and thank you. Swings and lifts one to left. And it gets down. And the hits just keep coming.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 25,
Pete Alonso digs in for the first time, looking for a good read on the starter. That's some high-quality H2O. Hits the target. On the ground up the middle. Albies to second. That's one. Adley Rutschman strolls to the dish.
Number 35, Adley Rutschman.
First pitch misses for a ball. Let's just call that a strike to make everyone happy. Oh, so close. In for a strike. That'll play. From 3-0 to a full count. Keeps the plate appearance going. Rams with a runner aboard. Keeps swinging with 2 strikes. Two-strike fastball is fouled off. Fastball, strike 3. Inning over. Hang tight. More Diamond Dynasty baseball headed your way. Dean Kramer gearing up to start the bottom of the first. Pitches with a purpose, but if you stay with it, he'll leave a mistake somewhere. I mean, he is human after all. Ozzie Albies ready to roll.
The ball game this afternoon, the second baseman, number 1, Ozzie Albies.
Line drive, slice the other way. That's a base hit. And with that hit, they're up to 4 in the inning.
Batting second, the third baseman,
Didi Gregorius at the dish with a runner on first. That wasn't even close to the zone. Albies gets the lead at first. Nobody out. That catches the zone. That's a hit. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. Fernando Tatis Jr. up now with 2 runners on base. Fights it foul. Tatis waits. Strike 2, and he might try that pitch one more time. Here comes a pitch. And that one is in there for a called third strike.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Digging in, Bryan Reynolds. Fouls it off. Here's the 0-1. Fastball catches the zone. 0-2 on the way. That's in the dirt. No action, though. Runners didn't risk it. The pitch. I would have swung and missed there. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. And this could score a run. Albies coming home. Head first slide, and he's safe at the plate. Catches a piece. One on the way. Easy take for a pro like you. Here comes a pitch. Into the cellar for a ball. The pitch. And there's a foul. And the pitch. Got him. Second strikeout of the game.
Batting fifth.
Jason Varitek digs in. First pitch is a strike. And gets wood to it, but foul. Here comes a pitch. Strike three. A strikeout on just 3 pitches. That was nice and tight. Stick around. More Diamond Dynasty action coming up. Back here in a 1-run game.
You on early, my boy.
This team playing from behind. This card has one of the best power ratings in the game, especially facing lefties. In there with a cutter for a cold strike. Crosses the zone. That completes the strikeout for out number 1. A member of the standout series now, Brian Roberts. Places a cutter for a strike. The heater connects for a strike. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Bobby Grich steps to the plate for the first time in this one. Delivers a strike with a fastball. That's the kind you just shake your head at. Swung on and connects. That's a knock as they get a runner on base.
Batting it, the right fielder, number 9.
Tyler O'Neill in the box with a runner on first. Goes with the fastball. Been his most popular pitch today. Misses the plate with the fastball. Ump says no.
That's the ball.
Oh, that's silky. Runner at first with 2 gone. Swung on and launches this ball to left. Way back there. And it's going to go. He's found the seats. World Baseball Classic. Represent. Cal Ripken Jr. digs in at the plate after the 2-run homer. Cutter delivered for a strike. Two strikes and no balls. Swings and lifts one to center. Crow Armstrong drifts under it. Makes the catch. Out number 3. Top half of the second is complete. Don't go away. The best is yet to come. Pete Alonso gets us going in this frame.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Puts it on the ground.
Extra poop.
Toss to Alonso for the out. Willie Castro steps up as a parallel 4 card.
Castro.
Elite focus laying off that pitch. Foul ball. Not finished yet. One, two, the pitch. All right, deep breath. Next at bat is yours.
Batting ninth, the center fielder.
PCA now. Both of his parents are actors. His mom starred in Little Big League and Heroes.
If you lose, you gay.
Gets a piece to it. Oh, 1 fires. Never a doubt. Puts it on the ground to second. Roberts fields it cleanly. Easy out, and that ends the inning. That was a quick frame. Only needed 9 pitches to retire the side. Adam Jones, the first to hit this inning.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
That's a sourdough start. That's strike 2, and a pitch that you could throw again here. Strike 3. He did go back to the fastball, and it produces the strikeout. Here's Gunnar Henderson, 1 for 1 with a single so far. Cutter doesn't catch the zone.
Not gay.
The wind, the kick, the pitch. Starts with consecutive cutters. Line drive, slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Now batting for Toledo.
Pete Alonso at the dish with a runner on first.
Alonso.
Swings and misses out in front. Cutter off the plate for a ball. In for a strike, and we might see that fastball again. Skips up some dust. Runner holds tight. Count moves to 2-2. Rams, runner at first. Throws over. Close play there. Henderson leads off first with 1 away. Got him. And that's strikeout number 6. In the box now, here's Adley Rutschman. Struck out on a fastball last time at the plate. Changeup misses for a ball.
Obviously, make sure you know how to move stuff and use stuff, because the other there can be pointed if you don't do that in life. I like it.
Ball and a strike. The pitch. Calls it a ball, but man, that looked good. Was that pitch in low power mode, or? Goes with the fastball, but misses.
It was called injury. This is what the
Pitch misses, and that's a walk.
Now batting for Toledo.
Taylor Ward up now with runners at first and second. Not so fast, my friend. It's 0-2. See ya. Strikes him out. Ozzie Albies hits leadoff this frame. Led off the bottom of the first with a single and eventually came around to score. Early bird gets the strike. The wind, the kick, the pitch. Still breathing. The righty kicks and delivers. Cutter misses.
That's the ball.
Strike foul. Here comes the 1-2.
Belief system, what you believe, what you taught, or your ethnicity.
Hangs in there. The pitch. The count is 2-2. On the ground to second, Roberts. Saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle. Didi Gregorius in the box with a runner on first. Fouls that off. Runner on at first, nobody out. That's a foul ball. Cut on and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for New York.
Fernando Tatis Jr. deals himself into the box. Came up empty first time up, 0 for 1. Hits it foul. And the righty sets, kicks, fires. Tatis gets wood on it. Fouls off the cutter to stay alive. Here's the pitch. In the air, headed to right. O'Neill with an easy look. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Back to first, and they got him for the double play. Kramer produces a shutout inning.
Oh shit, he's gonna be the girl.
Brian Roberts, ready to go.
The second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Straight back, foul ball. The 0-1 now. That's a strike. Wouldn't be a bad idea to go back to the heater here. Turns out the previous pitch was a setup. Swung on and lifted to right. And it drops. And that makes it 3 hits in this inning for this offense. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Grich. Top shelf. That's the secret sauce. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3. 8 strikeouts now, and we're still in the 4th. Tyler O'Neill shuffles into the box. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone. That's a strike. Goes back to the sinker. Goes to first. That was close. Takes the lead at first with 1 out. Changeup missed. Here's the pitch, and the runner goes for second. Hooks one foul. Hicks and delivers. Still alive at the plate. Rams, 1 out, 1 on. He goes down looking. Stepping up, Cal Ripken Jr., dubbed the Iron Man for his historic streak of 2,632 consecutive games played. Help us out here, huh? Hits it on the ground to short. Castro on to first. Safe.
Too late. He's in there.
That throw might have changed things. Adam Jones up now with 2 runners on base.
Number 10, Adam Jones.
Hard ground ball to short. Castro sends it to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Rodriguez wraps it up without allowing any runs to score. And it's still a tight 1-run contest. Brian Reynolds leads things off in the bottom of the 4th. Singled and drove in a run his first time to the plate. It's the fastball that misses. Gets the bat to it, but foul. The 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. Chased outside of the zone. Staying alive. The wind and the pitch. Ruled the
Nope,
ball,
ball.
but I don't know about that one. The one, the kick, the pitch. The leadoff hitter is retired with the strikeout.
Up next for the Lions,
Kyle Tucker shuffles to the plate. Here's the pitch. That makes it 0-2. Stays in the fight. The 0-2. And we'll do it again. Ward under this one. Squeeze it in. 2 gone here. The batter now, Jason Varitek. Hitless in his first trip to the plate. Won the count. And the pitch. Cutter misses for a ball. Fouls it. The 1-2. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, and finished off with a strikeout. Don't go anywhere. Gunnar Henderson bats first this inning.
The designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Starts the at-bat with a ball. Garrett Clevenger, the new arm, and they have a diamond on the mound. He'll do his best to keep this a 1-run game. Off speed, out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit. Good enough if you ask me. Pure electricity. Strike 3. First up for him on the mound, and it's a strikeout. Pete Alonso ready to go against a breakout series pitcher. That's a hot potato. A little out front, he swings through it. Strike 3, and that's 2 strikeouts in a row. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. First pitch misses. That doesn't catch the zone. Compliments to the chef. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself to the bag, and that's out number 3. Top half of the 5th is complete, and it remains a one-run battle. Now at the plate, Pete Alonso.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Starts with the ball.
Oh my God.
The wind to the pitch. Late with the swing there. Tight matchup here in Weekend Classic. Outside corner. Got him looking.
The batter, number 3.
Now representing the World Baseball Classic Series at the dish, Willie Castro. He's 0 for 1 so far today. Misses with the first pitch. Count runs to 1-1. Good for a strike. Lifted in the air to left. Ward gets there. He's under. Brings it in. 2 gone. Here's PCA. Before getting drafted, he said his favorite player was Javi Baez. A few years later, he was involved in a trade with Baez. Swing, hits a ground ball to second. Roberts. Spinning over. We've played 5, and it's still a one-run game.
But I'm sure it's not. I'm looking at all the answers, and I didn't know that these plants to chemicalize and weaken us with the contaminants in the food, air, and water supply. Most notably, what is being sprayed in our skies, which is just condensation.
So up next to the dish, Taylor Ward. Rough start for him at the plate. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Very close. That is Feta up in the zone. Now in a 2-strike hole. The breakout series card sends him back. Brian Roberts bats here in the 6th. Throws one in the dirt. Into center field, that falls for a hit.
The batter, number 4.
Bobby Grich at the dish with a runner on first. A pair of breakout series cards squaring off. The Lions go to their bullpen and taking the mound, Devin Williams. Grich in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Ripped on the ground to third. Gregorius over to first. And 2 away. Tyler O'Neill ready to swing it with a runner on second. That's close enough to stare at the ump. One now. That's a work of art. Can we get a different ump? Asking for a friend. Swing and a drive. This could be home run number 2. Look at it go. It's way out of here. Gone. A multi-home run game performance. Absolutely locked in at the plate in this one. Back to the mound, it hit him. And no chance to make the play. Let's hope the pitcher's all right. The captain of the team strolls to the plate. Adam Jones. Gets a piece. The Rams have pushed across a pair of runs so far this inning. 0-2 the count now. That's a ball. Fastball. Strike 3. Inning over. Stepping aside now for a moment. We'll be back before you know it. Ozzie Albies ready to hit.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Foul ball. Oh, 1. The pitch. Out in front, and that's a foul ball. Ripped on a line. That one looks like trouble.
Up next for New York.
Didi Gregorius in.
I know you guys are really good at finding this. And here we go.
Box with a runner on first. Andrew Kittredge, the new pitcher. Gregorius stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swings, puts it on the ground to the left side. Fires to second for 1. Over to first, safe. Fernando Tatis Jr. steps in the box. Still looking for a hit today, but potentially just saving some magic for this AB. Delivers an opening pitch strike. The count is 0-2. The villain got lucky this time.
Up next for the Lions,
Bryan Reynolds now at the plate. Swung on and lifted to left. Reynolds flies out. 6 innings in the books. Back in a flat. Stay tuned for more DD. Next to hit, Gunnar Henderson.
For the Rams, the designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
Okay, Picasso. Strike two with the fastball, and don't be shocked to see that pitch one more time here. And they start the frame with the strikeout. Pete Alonso is next to the plate.
Alonso.
The Lions make a change on the mound as they turn to Ryan Weathers. He's into the game with the bases empty. Alonso batting with one down and watches that first pitch in for a strike. Misses the plate, but swings at the fastball. Smashes one deep. Where will this one come down? Gone. A weekend classic homer. Now it's a 4-run game late in this one. In the air to right. Tatis using his speed to the wall, and he can't reach it. Here's the pitch. Hard ground ball to the hot corner. 2 away. Now the left fielder, Taylor Ward.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor Ward.
Ground ball to short. Castro handles. That ends the frame. The Rams score a run in the inning. This is a 4-run game. Kyle Tucker in the box. No hits today, but now you're comfortable with the swing. Count is 0-1. Fly ball left field. Ward racing over to make the catch. And now Jason Varitek.
The catcher, number 33, Jason Varitek.
Swings, puts it on the ground to short. Grinch on the run, throw to first. Safe. He beat it.
Up next for the Lions, the first baseman, number 25, Pete Alonso.
Alonso stands in now and watches strike one. No balls and 2 strikes. Grinch underhands it. 1 at second, but safe at first. Gets a fielder's choice. Willie Castro strolls to the dish. Starts the at-bat with a strike. And that's sent foul. Runner on first with 2 away. Refusing to go down. The pitch to Castro. Hanging tough. Willing, and able. That's a ball. Went with the slider. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line. Brings it in. Third out, and the inning is over. 7 innings complete, and it's still a 4-run game. Stepping in, Brian Roberts.
The second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Missed it by a hair. In the zone. That was filthy. Lifted in the air to right. Tatis sprinting towards it at the wall, and it's out of play. The wind of the pitch. The heater misses for a ball. The top Snell card sends him back. Now we see Bobby Grich. Not even a hello? That's a stingy call. The Lions dip into their bullpen and hand the ball to Darren O'Day. Righty sets, kicks, fires. That makes it 2-1. Delivers a swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Next up here in the 8th inning, Tyler O'Neill. Welcome to the show. Clean as a whistle. One more time. And the righty kicks and delivers. Strike 3. And they go down in order. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll be right back. The man known as PCA is at the plate.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
First pitch of the ball. Swings, puts it on the ground to third. Cal gets it over to first.
He's in there.
Not in time. Some sloppy defense let the batter reach. Alden up now to follow the leadoff hit from Pete Crow Armstrong. He's working on a 3-for-3 day thanks to 3 singles. Swings, ground ball, hit hard up the middle. And there's a hit. Jones boots it. Crow Armstrong rounds third, headed for the plate. And he scores easily. It's 5-2.
Obituary on the internet. Y'all cannot tell me that that is not connected. You cannot tell me. And I feel like they didn't take the videos down because that would just be way too sus. And I think that his wife turned off the comments because they asked her to. We would have to do a whole other video diving into the wife and like what's probably happening with her. So
now we see the righty reliever out of the pen. Ryan Helsley. The Rams, just wanting to limit a momentum swing, make the move for the new arm. Doesn't connect. He was late. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Makes the grab, one down. Fernando Tatis Jr. freshly dealt to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 Ks and a flyout. Oh, 1 to start. It's the curveball for strike 2. Maybe try it again here. Thankfully, you didn't swing at that. Doubles down on the heater. Swings, hits a ground ball up the middle. Grinch fires to first on the run. And 2 gone. Bryan Reynolds steps in the box, hoping to crack a pitch open like an egg. You saw where that was headed and shut it down. Fouls it off. Plates a sizzling fastball. That's in the dirt. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt, and the inning is over. They strand a runner in scoring position. And now it's a 3-run game. Now at the plate, Cal Ripken Jr.
The third baseman, number 8, Cal Ripken Jr.
It's the fastball for a strike. Veritek moves under this one. High, but harmless. And now it's Adam Jones.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
First pitch is off the plate. Goes back to the 4-seamer. 1-2 the count. Fouls off the heater to stay alive. The 1-2. Went too far. That's a strikeout. Tried to check, but couldn't. Gunnar Henderson shuffles to the plate for his next at bat. Fouled straight back. Rams 2 down, nobody on. Misses the zone with a slider. Certified fresh. That's a strikeout, and the inning's over. 3 up, 3 down. A thing of beauty. Last licks coming up. Kyle Tucker strolls to the plate. Hitless so far, but the law of averages says you're due for at least a loud foul ball this time around. In the air to left. It gets down, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Veritek at the plate following the leadoff knock from Kyle Tucker. Hit on the ground to first. And that's a base hit. And they pick up their second hit of the inning. Pete Alonso up now with 2 runners on base. Wow. Good thing there's no birds here. Ground ball up the middle. Grinch to second for 1. Fires to first. And that's all they get. Willie Castro at the dish with runners at the corner. Fouls it. Willie waits. Zips a fastball, but off target. Hit on the ground to the pitcher. He to second. There's 1. Not in time at first. It's the fielder's choice. Down to the final out at the OG Yankee Stadium.
That's what people think. But if you gave the natives land, casinos, things that they got, you know, whether it was good or bad.
The Rams go to their bullpen and taking the mound, Jim Johnson. And he's on to try to lock this thing up. Crow Armstrong up to bat next and lays off for a ball. You look completely comfortable in the box. Takes the lead off first with 2 down. Stays on the changeup and fouls it off. The Lions no longer with the lead here in Weekend Classic. Strike 3. Ball game. The Lions come up short in this 9-inning matchup. You'll shake this one off. So that does it for us here. This is the part of the game where I say goodbye, but I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. How long do I have here? So will the cameras keep rolling if I just keep talking? I mean, you're not going to cut off my mic, are you?
I need him to get up and show what he's pushing.
How did this woman make food appear out of thin air? Watch it. She has a picture of an apple. She's holding nothing. Apple. How did she do that? Stay weird.
Oh, she can help. She can help heal the world. Oh, we can help the
With everything going on in the world right now, all the tension and all the conflict, does no one find it strange that out of nowhere, Dubai is just suddenly flooded? You know, a place that never normally sees any rain is now dealing with scenes like this. I mean, come on, are you sure that this isn't, you know, one of those behind-the-scenes situations that we're not really being told about? Or are you just going to go along with the narrative of obviously their natural event? and just ignore, the timing and, what's going on in the world overall. Totally normal that the desert has just flooded. Turns out they've not had a flood like this for over 35 years. Totally natural, nothing to see here, has nothing to do with weather, water, electrification, solar radiation management, stratospheric aerosol transport and nucleation, or just your good old let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this natural, or are we seeing something that we don't want to admit is happening? Just for entertainment though, it's fictional as a dinosaur.
Didn't Dubai flood like last year, the year before?
An egg-producing factory in Iowa just so happens to be the leading producer in the country. Now, I put together a list of some of the food suppliers that caught fire back in 2022. This is just some of them. Millions of animals were being culled that were being used by these food producers. And if you think law, just know that he who controls the food controls the people. And if they want the people dependent on government solutions or maybe cities, then they can create an artificial food scarcity. I would say grow a garden and buy local if you can. Well, one of my steps broke, leading to a hole of no return. So naturally, I'm going to jump in and find some treasures. With the flashlight on, at first glance, I see some things, a bottle, and what looks like a wrapped gift, which is interesting. And yes, I found a beer bottle from McKechnie's in Canandaigua. Then I also found this wrapped mystery gift. So I can't wait to open it.
Don't open it. You don't know what it come with, bro. You might open this shit and you can't close the doors that it opened. Or you might not be able to pull the veil back up. That shit then came down. What's your thoughts, bro? Dope. But probably would have set the wrap, the package thing back. I would have. I probably wouldn't have touched it. I ain't gonna lie, I be turned up with him, bro. Like, bro, do your thing.
I think I'm being...
Wow, weird ass people, bro.
I mean, my 3-part series where I tell you what they're spraying, who's spraying it, and what you can do about it. Here's why this airplane fog you're seeing is truly a chemical blanket they're spreading across things like muscle weakness and severe cases of paralysis. Inhaling large amounts of strontium, possibly the worst one. High rates of osteoporosis, bone, and you name it. While aluminum is found all over our Earth, high levels of it can cause major neurotoxicity, leading to brain functioning issues. While all these elements are found naturally in the Earth, all these nanoparticles we're inhaling are extremely toxic.
I tried everything for my stubborn dandruff, and then I found Nizoral. It works differently to get to the root cause of dandruff. Its active ingredient is 10 times more effective at fighting fungus, the primary cause of dandruff. Say goodbye to stubborn dandruff with Nizoral, now in refreshing peppermint and tea tree scent.
When you choose H&R Block, you're choosing 70 years of tax expertise in your corner.
diesel is expensive. Increase fuel economy up to 5% and burn more fuel than you paid for. Get more miles per gallon from every tank.
ABC Mouse makes screen time worry-free. Our award-winning curriculum has over 13,000 activities across math, reading, science, and more. ABC Mouse.
Glad he broke.
Well, look what President Trump posted this morning on Truth Social. Well, look what President Trump posted this morning on Truth Social. World's most powerful reset. Guys, yes, this is a very real tweet. But there's a lot more that goes into this. So after I saw this, this is what I posted. I put, it's not a reset. It's the beast system rising. That's why they targeted energy infrastructure, food supplies, water, and medication. You know, all the things we've been talking about since day one. The one world government needs depopulation for the control grid they have been bragging about for years to work. I'm talking about the WEF, Agenda 2030. They've all been saying it, and they've been all been saying a new world order. I mean, you just listen to it. Most people don't take it seriously or pay attention. But you need to now, guys, because this is upon us. We are in the last days, right? And this is not about a political party. It's not even about the government. It's not about a country at this point. This is all working together to bring about the beast system. As we know, how else will the Antichrist rule over the earth, or what he thinks he's going to do? It all has to be centralized. So how do you get the world governments and the people in the world to start moving in that direction? You think 2030 seems to be the year they keep talking about over and over and over. I mean, it is for everything. We'll have no more cell phones, no jobs, universal health care. There will be no more religions. There'll be a collective consciousness using Neuralink. Like the list goes on what they want. And they also want everybody with the mark of the beast, the patch that I showed you that inserts quantum dots permanently and a QR code into your skin. Yes. And of course, Bill Gates came out with that. But you may say, Melanie, you're reaching with this Antichrist stuff. You're reaching. That doesn't mean that. It means, the negotiations that are going on for this ceasefire. Okay, really? Well, about an hour later, this is what was posted. Palantir Technologies has proven to have great war-fighting capabilities and equipment. Just ask our enemies. President Donald J. Trump, DJT. So how does Palantir relate to the Antichrist and the end times? Well, you don't need to look any further than Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel, the AI oligarch who built the most ominous surveillance system in the world, known as Palantir, is now giving lectures about the Antichrist in Rome. But before we get to what Thiel is actually saying in these closed-door talks, we have to start with the company that he co-founded, Palantir Technologies. Because when you line up what Palantir actually does with the beast system described in Revelation 13, it gets uncomfortably ominous. The name comes from the Palantiri, the magical seeing stone in Tolkien's book that lets you spy on distant lands and even peer into people's thoughts. And that's literally what the company built. It vacuums up information from every corner. Police records, social media, bank transactions, health data, border logs, corporate networks, and uses artificial intelligence to predict behavior and give governments total visibility. This isn't just software, it's the digital backbone that could enforce a global system where every transaction, every movement, every purchase is tracked and approved or denied. The very billionaire whose technology looks like the infrastructure for the beast is out publicly warning the world that the Antichrist is coming. He has been building this into an actual lecture project for months, and Reuters reports that he has now brought a new invitation-only run to Rome near the Vatican at an undisclosed venue and closed to the press. I'm not saying that Peter Thiel is the Antichrist, but when the same hands that build the seeing stones of our digital age are now pointing at the coming deception, we need to pay attention.
As we've talked about many times, Peter Thiel is obsessed with the Antichrist. But it's not just him. It's basically a new religion for Silicon Valley, this focus on the Antichrist. I know, it sounds bizarre, right? But they are literally having they're not Bible studies, but they're coming together and having these tech oligarchs. They're coming together to discuss all of this. It's like to discuss the end of the world, to discuss the Antichrist rising, discuss the ancient Sumerian demon god that they believe is behind AI. Guys, I'm telling you, this is what it is. It's just not out there in the front for people to know. But he has been hosting a series of lectures outside of just his normal, talk about the Antichrist. But now he was doing this in Silicon Valley in these closed-door meetings, and then was over at the Vatican, right, this past month. Over at the Vatican, discussing the Antichrist. Well, he wasn't allowed to go in the Vatican, but they right there at the Vatican. And it's a number of high-profile people that were attending this thing. But listen to this. This will give you a little bit more of a foundation of what we're talking about here.
This is why Peter Thiel keeps talking about the end of the world. Thiel has spent the last year giving private lectures on the Antichrist, not as a joke, but as a framework for understanding AI, politics, and power. His thesis essentially ties Silicon Valley's tech acceleration to biblical end times prophecy. The faster we innovate, the closer we get to Armageddon. So Thiel sees modern governments, especially attempts to regulate AI or unify global systems, as the path towards this Antichrist, a totalitarian one-world state promising peace and safety. He borrows from controversial figures, blending apocalypse theory with real geopolitics. To Thiel, technology is eschatology. But the problem here is that Thiel isn't just theorizing, he's actually building the infrastructure his theology warns about: defense AIs, surveillance software, and ideological proteges in the government. His claim is to fear a one-world regime, but funds tools that make one possible. The contradiction is strategic because crisis consolidates power, and theology gives it moral cover. So then, by invoking the Antichrist, Thiel reframes political opposition as cosmic evil, a holy war. Once enemies become demons, compromise stops being an option. But I don't think Thiel's obsessed with the Antichrist because he fears it. I think he's trying to outsmart it. Because if you believe apocalypse is inevitable, every investment becomes a hedge against the end of the world. And maybe that's the scariest part of all this, because the idea that salvation might not come from our faith or humanity, but from whoever builds the last functioning server farm. But that's all just a theory, a theology.
So the people who say that I'm, scaremongering, and everyone has always said it's the end times and the last days and Jesus is returning. Everyone has always said this in the past and nothing's happened. Why are you focused on that? That has nothing to do with it. This is just political. Really? Remember when I told you, you don't have to believe it, but they all do. Are you seeing it now? They all do. And I find it funny that JD Vance is essentially, the Manchurian candidate, the protege of Peter Thiel, plucked him out of obscurity and threw him into the political world. It's unreal, the story behind that. It doesn't even make sense. But he's obsessed with this, right? The Antichrist. He brings in JD Vance. I'm not saying any of these people are the Antichrist, I understand, but I'm just saying what is going on. And then JD Vance becomes the vice president. And then all of this is going on behind the scenes. Guys, I've told you, everything is layers deep. Everything is a psyop. Everything is deception. A lot of it actually isn't even deception. It's just that they will put it out there and no one pays attention to it. But they have said, that they are summoning the demons. We've told stories about how God created us, but we're creating God. Elon Musk has said these things. Multiple of these technocrats have said it. It's not enough to be an oligarch or a billionaire to be powerful, but they want to be all-seeing, all-knowing. And as Elon Musk also said, they want to have collective consciousness. What does that mean? Everybody thinks the same. This is how they're going to create that utopia. Now, from my understanding, a lot of people think that Neuralink is the mark of the beast. No, it doesn't fit descriptively at all, right? Neuralink is a surgery that goes inside your head, doesn't go into the hand. It's not the mark of the beast. I told you what the mark of the beast is, that technology, I believe, developed by Bill Gates. Now, I could be wrong, but it's the only thing I see that fits. And no one's paying attention to it. There's no opposition to it because no one knows about it. A lot of people oppose Neuralink. It just doesn't make sense. And it's just too much to mass implant in people, even if they depopulate the earth, right? The way that they want to. The way they want to get rid of, a certain, the vast majority of the population, right? I think they just want 1 billion people left that they can control. So, again, this war is going to cause mass famine and
I said
it's just medication. Like, it's just going to be a mess.
yes.
They need this to happen, right, in order to bring about this B system, this new world order. So Neuralink is supposed to help with the collective consciousness part, right? But it is not the mark of the beast. But they said by 2030, everyone will have to have a Neuralink because there'll be no more cell phones. Musk said that. Several oligarchs have said it, technocrats. But even the Nokia CEO said this, right? And they have this date of 2030, so you can see it ramping up. But when I told you about how, all these things that they want, and how they actually believe there is a demon behind AI, and I believe it as well. I don't believe AI means artificial intelligence. I believe it means angel intelligence, fallen angel, demonic fallen angels. That's what the technology comes from. We learn this in the book of Enoch, that they taught man technology. They taught man technology in the book of Enoch. It's referenced in the Bible, but of course they took it out because it didn't fit the canon and all that. There's always a reason. But the book of Enoch reveals a lot of the truth that they try to actively hide right now. So that's why you got to ask questions. But this is a known thing. Take a listen. This is Tim Dillon. He's just kind of doing like a comedy bit about it, but I think it kind of, funny enough, I actually think it explains it somewhat better than anyone else I've seen.
Going on, I don't want to scare anyone. These people all believe that they are communicating with some ancient Sumerian deity. I know this I have kind of sources on this. They believe they really do. They believe they are communicating with super intelligence, and they do believe, and he just said it out loud, by the way. He literally just said, he was like, the 100 million years of evolution, all of the 20 years of life, they have all led to this point. And this point is when we are going to give birth, as I've said on the show before, because this is their main goal, to the AI demon. They want to give birth to the AI demon, the super intelligent AI, who is then going to run the planet and decide who stays, who goes, who's necessary, who's not. They're pretty open about this. This is the thing about all of the AI people, all of the tech people. They really are, they really are pretty transparent when it comes to what they want to do and what they need to do in their minds, because they go, if China gets to it first, if China unleashes the AI demon before we unleash our AI demon, our American AI demon, Western values, America, rah-rah AI demon, and China enslaves their population with their demon, they will sell the world their demon, and then that demon will enslave the world, and then they'll make all the money, and they'll have all the geopolitical leverage, and they'll have all the military advantages. So in this, quote, AI arms race, we are both racing, the U.S. and China, to give birth to an ancient Sumerian super intelligent demon, and your Aunt Connie in Phoenix, who's a receptionist, is...
Yeah, I had to cut it off there because he gets a little explicit. But I thought there was this is like a known thing. It's just the average person has no clue what they're actually doing behind the scenes. I was going to play a whole part about how Palantir works, how it's surveilling the whole world, how it is set up perfectly for the Antichrist to do what he thinks he's going to do, to enslave humanity, to make everyone worship him. And we know in the 7-year tribulation, which they believe in Armageddon. I told you they believe in the Bible. They know the Bible is true. I'm not being a panic, and I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. These are facts. These are facts. So they know during the 7-year tribulation is set up so the Antichrist can rule. All of this has to take place. Everything has to be ready. And we are at the door. This is why they are ready. Everything is ready to go, and this is why they're finally, during this war, and destroying everything that humanity needs in order to live. And we're going to start feeling that very, very soon. I have a video coming up where experts are talking about it. It is just, we had a pipeline in Saudi Arabia that was hit. So even more gas. Everything is falling apart, but it's on purpose because they see the signs and wonders. They know that Jesus Christ is returning. Just as he said, these things will be taking place directly what we're seeing. In Daniel and Ezekiel, all of these things were prophesied. And then the signs in the sun, moon, and stars. Every day, everyone's seeing orbs and fireballs. And just things that are not normal, that science can't explain. This is why they're doing the moon mission as a distraction, which is a demonic, really satanic ritual celebrating Artemis, who was the sister of Apollo, who are demonic fallen angel beings that people used to worship as gods. This ancient Sumerian god is just a fallen angel, a demon. That they existed, they still exist. They're here on Earth, as well as their children, the Nephilim, which are hybrid human and a fallen angel, and they create Nephilim. I think was it Matt Gaetz or Burchett, some one of these people came out and even said they're hinting at it. They're doing soft disclosure where they're saying that the military are breeding people with these aliens. This is what several people have come out and said. I kid you not. And so they're breeding them to create more Nephilim. They're not aliens. They're fallen angels. That's what they are. And they've always been here. And this is a way to unleash this technology, their demonic being physics. I don't even know how it works. I don't know all the mechanics of it, but this is what they're saying. This ancient Sumerian god is just one of them. Just like Diana was known as Columbia, Liberty, Ishtar, okay? All of the same names. Artemis, they're all the same demonic being, depending on which civilization, it was that they named them different things. But they're all the same thing. So this is what we're moving towards, right? Everything is a distraction. Everything just seems weird, right? Nothing seems it's ever going to go back to normal. Well, it's not supposed to be. Not supposed to. They want you in shock. They want you fearful. And they want you to be deceived, which a lot of people are right now. But Jesus Christ is returning, and there will be a rapture, harpazo, which is in the Bible, it started by Darby in the 1800s. It is in the Bible, if you know the Greek and Hebrew translations. But not only that, it was written and preached about going back to the 4th century, not the 1800s by Darby and many others before Darby. I don't know where people came up with that. I guess somebody says it and nobody researches it. It's a quick research, like Google. That's actually a good thing for AI. Like, it actually will tell you the truth. So I always want to tell people that is coming. And then after Jesus Christ returns, guys, it's a wrap. These demons will be unleashed. Not only that, but the judgment of God will be unleashed. The 4 seals, the 7 seals, the 7 trumpets, the 7 bowls will be poured out. And at the end of all of that, where the literal pits of hell open and 200 million of Satan's hell riders come out, at the end of that is Armageddon, which they're gearing up for. They're talking about, Peter Thiel is setting up for, if I can surveil the whole earth, if we have all these bunkers and things, and we won't be touched. That is what they're doing. People think it's going to be an uprising or a nuclear war. I don't believe nukes exist. I'm just telling you now. Just based on the word of God, just research, scientific research, different people have put out things. They just don't believe it's possible. They just use it as a threat, as a control mechanism, as a tool to keep people fearful, and as a reason to have war. This is what they do. It's all a deception. And the moment you wake up to it, the veil lifts. The veil lifts. If they'll lie about one thing, if they'll lie about this, if they'll lie about that, they'll lie about everything. Just look at our history. I've shown you the World's Fairs are impossible the way they have said it. Impossible. Yankee Stadium, they said, was built in 10 months by horse and buggy, hammer and chisel. 700,000 tons of granite, limestone, and steel. They built that in 10 months. We wouldn't be able to do it in less than 6 years with modern technology and unlimited funds. But yet, that's what we're taught. I mean, and that's just one thing. So they didn't build these buildings that all look like ancient Rome, all over the U.S., all over the world. They didn't build these buildings. They found them through Tartaria, which were built by fallen angels. Demonic technology. Same thing with microchips and computer chips. The list goes on and on. So why am I sharing this to you? Because the more you can wake up to the deception, the less you panic, the less you're scared, and the more you realize what is happening and that Jesus Christ is the only answer. And they believe it as well. But getting into that, guys, one of the ways you can support me is over here at realmelanieking.com. This is my conspiracy collection. Let me show you this, because this ties right into it. I probably need to update. This isn't my. I didn't create this map, right? This was created during the Pizzagate era, but I need to create a map to include all of this Palantir and how the control state and how the beast system is rising. I definitely need to do it. But this is the New World Order map, right? Depopulation, China, the WHO, FDA, CDC, NIH, COVID, 5G, Silicon Valley, DARPA, the arms races up here. Okay, vaccines, the election, landslide, mail-in ballots, the second wave. A lot going on over here. Gold-backed currency, the Treasury, like the Fed. It all comes together so that they can create this new world order, the Great Reset. As Trump said, what was it, the best reset, or whatever he said about the reset, but essentially the Great Reset. But no, it's the beast system, right? And all governments, everyone is working together for this, whether they're conscious of what the agenda is or not. They are all working together to bring this about. So the map is in the front. The back says, "Believe your eyes, not their lies." This in different colors. Also have it as a poster, frame poster. This is the women's version, and then the men's version. This is what I have here. So this is one way you can help support the work that I have going on here. You can also, as I've added to here, donate to the work I'm doing. I guess this is a ministry now to wake people up in the truth of God's word and tying that to the Bible, and specifically end times prophecy when I can, because we are in the last days. We are definitely in the last days, and the writing is on the wall. So you can go here, pick up some merch, donate, but I also have other ways in the description box that you can support the work. But yeah, with that, I will see you guys on the next one.
Did you know that Walmart Express delivery comes in as fast as an hour? Matt knew. I lost my bags again. This came faster than his ride from the airport. Your friends will thank you. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
American spirit. It drives the Good Ranchers mission, forged under open skies, woven into who we are. From thundering cattle to the laughter we share around the table, a legacy carried forward. One meal, one gathering, one generation at a time. This is Good Ranchers, an American media.
So a few weeks ago, I built a...
Let's go, bro. Come on. It's purple. Here, Otani. Let's go, bro. Come on. It's purple. Here, Otani. Come on. Come on, blue. The Ballins, dude. The Ballins are not golds. The Ballins. Oh, come on, dude. Otani. Jory, thanks for the follow, brother. I mean, Otani. It's purple. Ballin is a diamond, dude. Let me show you what it is. Smee, what's up, brother? How we doing, man? Thanks for coming in the stream, dude. Look at, man.
This is by far the meta right now. Okay? And I'm going to show you. So you just come in here, you get your team, whatever team you want, okay? Go up, and you either play the Dodgers if it's at 100 for All-Star, or you back away and then go play the Padres, 100 at All-Star. I mean, it is so easy to do, and we're just going to do it. I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. Just how dumb easy this is. Suitor will roll. Right, we're just looking to get it at 100% for All-Star. There's one hit. We're on the road to 1,000 followers. So every single follow, man, it really does help. Dude, come on, get over his head. There we go. Got it. Labor looking nice. And 2 starts, he is, man. He is. I have high hopes for the Cubs, man. Custer, man, my Easter weekend was good, dude. How was yours? Did you do anything fun? And then I went to day, and then nothing fun. It's only good over that. Yo, what's going on, dude? So they got that day, it was kind of hectic. Oh, Jay, I appreciate that. It was my pleasure. We're all done now. The second semester left, dude. I'm on maternity, so nothing. It was good. It was bad. It made nice, too. I didn't treat my son to college because he did good. I was an 80, Jay. Played me, he's got 5 balls and had full life twos. We'll start the college. We're going to get the ball and pass. Oh, where it's at. That's why I'm doing this sign pressing. I think it's so easy to get this ball and pass out here. And in the future, they also offer something like exchange for the X. I don't really care about the X right now. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I was just getting old, man. Just maybe soccer. This all just happened. Yeah, I'm going to destruction rings. Nice, dude. I played rings before. I'm sorry, I rings. Yeah, bottom of that ball. I put bottom of that ball. That's why I got it from. Yeah, 80 veteran style. That's your nice shape. Yeah, you get veterans pretty cool. Yeah, I don't want to put the uniform on. I'm interested to see how I'm still getting paid, active duty pay, but like when that's all said and done, like ID card and all that stuff. You're not buying here stuff. Oh, don't buy stubs. But that's fine. I don't judge people that do that stuff. But if you follow here, Jay, man, we do no money spent, man. We go no money spent. I teach you guys how to do it. Really helping us grow. If you want to spend your cash on it, man, by all means, dude. I never judge somebody with how they spend money. But if you want, yeah, see, it's at 100 right now. Yeah, Jay, I've only played BR like once, one run, and I'm on my second right now. That's gonna be caught. That's unfortunate. It's late. I don't know Yanks fan. To be quite honest with you. Oh, we're off of it. This is what you need to do, right? Even I've just been sitting here BSing, but also not getting as many hits. So we'll put up some runs here. It's 1 in 15 odds. So I've been getting them a lot, Jay. A lot. And a 1 in 15 is huge, dude. The mini seasons the way that it was, along with this the way that it is. You can like quit out of one and you do 6. It's still 30 games. And out of that, you're getting 5. If you do it this way, you can play 30 games, you're getting 30 ball impacts. 30. We'll be back in a bit. I got you, Spence. Oh my gosh, dude. Ain't nothing going. Talk about the best method. And I'll lock in here in a minute. And we'll get the W. Yeah, okay, man. I appreciate the follows, dude. It really does help, man. A trim, it just depends on how many of the game challenges. The exchange on it, you have to do. Oh my gosh, it's not going to get down. DQ is the new grind. 100% the new grind. Balling's like crazy. And I don't remember which user told me, but it was somebody on. One of my TikTok followers asked if this new grind is the new meta. And I dismissed it until I did it myself. It is the meta, and here are the results. So we got 47, 23, 6, 25, and 1. Now, let's see who we get out of the WBC. Let's just see. We got that from but also not getting as many hits. So we'll put up some runs here. It's 1 in 15 odds. So I've been getting them a lot, Jay. A lot. And a 1 in 15 is huge, dude. The mini seasons the way that it was, along with this the way that it is. You can stack these ball impacts, man. Even if you're doing, oh man, we just missed it. So even if you do like the WBC one where it's 7 games, let's say you lose one or you just like quit out of one and you do 6, it's still 30 games. But also not getting as many hits. So put up some runs here. It's 1 in 15 odds. So I've been getting them a lot, Jay. A lot. And a 1 in 15 is huge, dude. The mini seasons the way that was, along with this the way that it is, you can stack these ball impacts, man. Even if you're doing so even if you do like the WBC one where it's 7 games, let's say you lose one, you just lose out one, and you lose 6. It's still 30 games. And out of that, you're getting 5. If you do it this way, you play 30 games, you're getting 30 ball impacts. 30. Be back in a bit. I got you, studs. Oh my gosh, dude. Ain't nothing going. Talk about the best method, and I'll lock in here in a minute, and we'll get the W. Yeah, okay, man, I appreciate the follow, dude. It really does help, man. A trim, it just depends on how many have been doing the challenges. The exchange on it, you have to do... 100% the new grind. Ball is like crazy. And I don't remember which...
And a run is in the score. Nine outs remaining, and they have just 1 run left to score. Let's go! Eight outs left, and they have just 1 run left to score. Cheer them on, folks. Seven outs to go, and they have just 1 run left to score. Let's do this. 6 outs remaining, and they have just 1 run left to score. Let's go.
Ball, that's out.
Oh no, a double play. 4 outs to go, and they have just 1 run left to score. Cheer them on, folks.
Inside, ball 1.
That's clobbered to straightaway center. They've done it. Final showdown complete.
And by the way, guys, if you guys do send me a GIF and I can shout it out, just blow me up, dude. On TikTok for the last time, you guys are checking out the vids. I'm not forgetting the ones that were here. I'm the tickety-tockety, right? Like, we have the purple, so we scream there. I give the heart, dude. And again, I can see it right away, and you just call me out.
Ryan Reynolds here.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
On the ground, and that one handled. 1 away here in the 5th.
And you know, bloops and lasers, they both count the same, so we know there's 0 complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
Out towards right center field. Doyle should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags from 3rd. Tatis comes in to score. 4-3, they take the lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Jason Varitek, the next to hit. And a rope into center field, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first, and that takes care of a lot. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. This is Willie Castro. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Laser, base hit. In to score is the runner from 3rd, and it's 6-5. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Laser could be trouble. One run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
If you've got 99 steel, PCA, Bobby Witt Jr., you're not throwing them out anyway. It doesn't matter if you've got punch, doesn't matter if you have speed, you're not going to be throwing them out. So a lot of times it just doesn't really end up making too much of a difference. 8 here, we've got Adley Rutschman, really good switch hitter for the Orioles, of course, always a standout card. He was a chase card. He is a little expensive, but he definitely has good attributes. You've got Will Smith. If you want a pocket catcher, that's your guy. Righty, good against both sides, good right-handed swing. John Raleigh, I think, is one of the interesting ones, and it brings up a good conversation with live series cards. Now, live series get boost based off their daily matchup rating. You see he's a 5-star with Stern. He gets +8 contact and power versus right. Every day, it's kind of hard to judge, like on an overall year list, which is going to span for months, how important that is, because it always
Ozzie Albies takes his place, and it's game on. And with that, we're underway from L.A. And the righty kicks and delivers. Scared of you. Doubling down on the four-seamer. Hit on the ground up the middle. Betts handles it, and there's one down. Now the third baseman, Didi Gregorius. Swing and a miss on Ohtani's fastball. That's a foul ball. Ohtani on duty. There's the strikeout. You can't do it any quicker than that. Fernando Tatis Jr. strides to the plate. Misses the zone with the first pitch. Meatball. Seriously, how did you not swing there? Flirting with the zone and didn't budge. That's the fastball. He's seen it 3 times now. Hit hard, and this is a base hit. They pick up a base runner thanks to the single, and they pick up their second hit of the inning. Brian Reynolds at the dish with a runner on first. It's the fastball for a strike. Goes to first. He gets back in. Tatis, the runner at first with 2 gone. Went with the slider, and it's a strike. There it is. Ohtani collects. Clayton Kershaw has the nod in this Diamond Quest matchup. Got to hold your ground in the zone. Free passes are twice as costly in this mode because these games are over in the blink of an eye. 2 strikes and no balls. Not finished yet. The 0-2. Keeps it going. And the pitch. On the ground to short. Castro. Toss to Alonso for the out. Will Smith digs in. It's the fastball that misses. 2-0 is the count. A little out front. He swings through it. Goes with the fastball. Gone to it 3 times in this matchup. Got it. Kershaw gets the strikeout. Roy Campanella freshly dealt to the plate. The heater misses for a ball. Can't connect with a breaking ball that missed the zone. Doesn't connect. He was late. Keeps the plate appearance going. Another 1-2. Run it back. Lefty kicks and delivers. Hangs in there. Popped up to left center. And it lands for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Manny Ramirez. I love his batting stance. Very easy going. Nope. Fastball off the plate. And that goes foul. Runner on first with 2 away. Ring-a-ding-ding. That's a strike. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Kyle Tucker ready to go with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Opens with a strike. Falls behind 0-2 after seeing consecutive fastballs. Went with the slider but misses. In the air, out to right. Tatis drifts under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Kershaw wraps it up without allowing any runs to score. Jonathan Broxton takes them out here in Diamond Quest. Kyle Tucker strides to the plate, ready to test the new arm. Count is 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's a strikeout, and only needed 3 pitches to do it. Now at the plate is a proud member of the Egg Hunt series, Jason Varitek. Late with the swing there. There's the gas once again. Goes with the fastball, but misses. Strikes him out with 100. Next to the plate in Diamond Quest, Pete Alonso. Line drive, slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Batting 8, shortstop.
So it's the lefty out of the pen, Tanner Scott. He'll do his best to keep this a tie game. Willie Castro takes a deep breath and steps up to face the new pitcher. I don't think they're going to be pen pals. Alonso off of first with 2 away. Changeup catches the zone. Ground ball up the middle, and that's into center for a base hit. They'll hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run of the game. Pete Crow Armstrong ready to go with the go-ahead run at second. Tries to get a fastball off the plate, but can't connect. Fastball for a strike, and I would throw that again in this spot. Not done yet. Muncy settling under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. They strand. Gil Hodges bats first this inning. Brian Helsley on the mound to start the bottom of the second. In the air, headed to left. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Dave Roberts is next to the plate. Triple digits, and it's a foul ball. We're tied up at 0. Someone left the oven on. Puts it on the ground up the middle. Albies handles the chance. Just got him on that one. Next to hit, Ha-Seong Kim. Swung on and lifted to left center. Brings it in. Out number 3. We've played 2, and we're still tied up. Edwin Diaz, the new pitcher. He comes into this game in a critical spot. Ozzie Albies steps up to the dish to see what the new pitcher brings. 0-1 to start. The righty kicks and delivers. Ground ball to first, and foul ball. Misses the plate with the fastball. We'll do it again. Righty sets, kicks, fires. That doesn't catch the zone. Fastball doesn't catch the zone. Strikeout for Edwin Diaz. Big pitch right there. Next to the plate here in the third, Didi Gregorius. Struck out swinging his first time up. Wow, that was close. Way to trust your eyes. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. Misses the zone with a slider. Misses with the swing, and Edwin Diaz collects the strikeout. Now at the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. And sliced foul. Lions, 2 down, nobody on. No balls and 2 strikes. That's a ball. Went with the slider. Swings and lifts one to right center. Tucker with an easy look. Brings it in for the third out. Diaz doesn't cough any up. It was a whole lot of nothing. Good to have you with us. A beautiful day here in L.A., where we have some more Diamond Dynasty baseball for you. Max Muncy ready to start this inning. The 1-0. Starts fastball, fastball. Slider misses for a ball. That's ripped to right down the line. And that will drop foul. Muncy waits. Another fastball. He hasn't been shy with that pitch in this at-bat. Ryan Helsley sends him packing. That was big. Mookie Betts comes to the plate here in the third. Close enough, am I right? Coming in hot. Doubles down on the heater. Drill on its way. This is a walk-off winner. Ball game. It's over. It's all over.
Viable. Again, these are like the Walmart value bin, like the $5 movie bin. I don't even know if they still have it. We even have a DVD player. Who is Blu-ray player? You can use them again if you want to swing. If you really love Phil Rizzuto's smile, maybe that's worth playing in a second base. D-tier player. If you guys are starting one of these guys, I would be shocked. Prove me wrong. Let me know in the comment section. Overall, second base again. Collection reward. 100,000 sub live series card. Chase card for 100K. Collection reward. Expensive. Some good options at A tier. I've been running Kevin McGonigal at second base a lot. Him and Leonidas DeVries, they've done a really good job for me. They're really cheap. For free. Can you afford that? Well, it may be boring, but it's true. It's the machine. Again, he's S tier, third base. Nobody is even close. Nobody is stepping over John anytime soon. He is so good offensively, defensively, and he can even run a little bit too. It's such a good card. Move down to A tier. We talked about Miguel Garcia already. How about Greg Nettles? He's an interesting one. He does not have the best split against lefties, 73-77, but he does have 90 clutch. Again, that replaces your contact rating when runners are in scoring position. Good chance, especially high offensive environment that is online play in ranked seasons. Depending on the player, of course, you're going to see a lot of that, and the contact won't matter quite as much. You're really going to want to factor in the clutch. Good power, good fielding. That's an overall good card. It's absolutely A-tier worthy. I really like Jose Ramirez. I was lucky enough to pull thank you, Lucky Stars. And that's a big reason why we've had so much success this year, because he is a monster. This is obviously inside edge plus parallel 5 boost, but he does everything. He's quick, he can steal bags, gets power, gets contact hitter, can feel he's a 5-tool player. I guess he doesn't really have, well, can't win a ball, I suppose. Finally, Adrian Beltre, he's my other A-tier member here. Really like this card. I want to get the American League West done. Imagine this card with a couple parallels on it. Very similar to Jose Ramirez. He's just not a switch hitter, which is a kicker, of course. But I like the Beltre swing. I really think this card is going to be fantastic. And he's already done a lot of damage to me when I've had the misfortune of playing him. So, A tier, if anybody of those four, you're doing damn good. Not quite Albert Pujols good, but you're doing pretty well. And you move down to B tier. I was really disappointed by the David Wright this year. 51 feet. For David fucking Wright, have we seen this man play before? I guess they have to balance him a little bit, but my lord, 50 fielding for David Wright makes it a little bit tough to play. I gotta be honest. Especially the vision's not incredible. The power right could be better. Expensive cards, maybe not as good as some others. Sean Figgins, we talked about him already. How about George Kell? He's a pure contact hitter. He's got maybe 50 power on a good day. He could hit a home run if the wind is just right, or if you get a little power mod on him. But don't expect a whole lot of taters there from George Kell. Bo Bichette, we already talked about. He's here once again. You do have the brand new Carlos Correa, which is a decent option. He's just balanced. Kind of good across the board. I think you could choose a direction, maybe a power speed or something in terms of parallel mods, and he might really be onto something there for him. Otherwise, a lot of faces we've already seen. The only really new one is going to be Dick Allen. I mean, how can you not love Dick, right? He's pretty good overall. 90, 115 contact. Not a lot of power to this Dick. Not the cleanest defense. A little sloppy Dick. But overall, it's pretty good. He's a decent option. He's going to be in B tier alongside Stewart, McGonigal, Vladdy in the secondary, George Brett, Murakami. A lot of the first basemen that can just play the opposite corner. Defense definitely matters at third, especially arm strength. These guys are going to be in premium opportunities for cutoffs from left field, and they're also going to be making some of the longest throws in your entire infield. If you got somebody with speed coming
It's
down,
not.
it's going to be hard to throw them all with.
No, it's not, bro. What are you talking about?
Better hope to bulk up. A lot of guys here
No.
in C tier. A lot of ones that
It's
probably
not, bro. Look it up.
were kind of mid-tier
Oh,
in
yeah.
the pack that they came out. The Chipper Groom start's really fun. They got Addy, so he's not going to be super up there. Colton Montgomery just got a ton of contact. Again, that's kind of what we're talking about. You really like that contact vision, clutch, those stats. That's your PCI. Power's great. Hard to get hits when your PCI is the size of me coming out of the pool. D tier, you got a couple other options as well. Even F tier, there's a few more. I think third base is one of the easier positions to field. Even at the top end, maybe difficult, but B tier, you see a lot of guys like the Correa, McGonigal, Willie Castro, Mutataka that you could have got for free. So not too bad, but definitely taken up at the premium spot of S tier. Shortstop. I mean, is it even close? It's Troy Tulowitzki. What else could you be talking about? 99 arm strength. We'll get out of the way there. Find a hole in this card. I dare ya. His bunting, maybe? Maybe that could be a little better. Absolutely the best card in the game. He is without a shadow of a doubt S tier. Especially when you get parallels on him, I don't know if you're going to need a shortstop replacement all year. This card is that good. All right, let's move down to more feasible options. Still very expensive, but not Coach Tulowitzki expensive. We talked about Mookie Betts already. He's great. How about Lou Boudreau? Can I make my case for contact Jesus? 104 or 104. Well, let's just look at baseline stats because honestly, he doesn't need the lipstick of my parallels. He's just such a good card. He doesn't have the most power, but he hits for me. He hits about 400 he's hitting right now. On top of that, he makes every play at shortstop. We're still waiting for the first home run. Maybe one day he'll hit it. We're close to getting his power mod, so that'll be cool at the diamond level. Really fun card. Highly recommend him. Also got to give a shout out to a guy like Bobby Witt Jr. Speed don't slow, and that is the case with Bobby. 99 speed, you can do so much with. A single is a double. A lot of cases a triple. You can steal bags laughably easy this year. Bobby Witt Jr., anybody with that kind of speed is a game changer. Let alone you get a little bloop single. A lot of times you're standing on second base anyway, and you're talking about a live series card with really good inside edge boost pretty much every day. Great fielding. Bobby's expensive, but he's damn worth the price, especially if you ever want to get Tulo, a guy who's even better than him. Francisco Lindor, always one of my favorite cards in the game. Switch hitter, one of my favorite swings. Doesn't have the speed of Bobby, but he's got very similar defense. Diamond shield, good contact both ways. He's just a masher. He's a monster. Man, that card was good. But this one's also supreme. Really been loving the conversation so far alongside guys like Kevin McGonigal. Laid all his debris. Absolutely nothing he cannot do. Really like the McGonigal as well, as we talked about Willie Castro. I probably wouldn't play him at shortstop. Put an infielder in. Up the middle, I need at least like 70 defense to feel kind of comfortable. So Willie Castro, I feel better with him in left field. Especially, he's got a little arm. He's got like 85 arm. So he can still make some throws. Arm strength is really important. You can throw guys out a lot this year from the outfield. Corey Seager, last year's start, of course, he's really good. You'll get some days where he's way up on inside edge. You move down to C tier, good options. Trevor Story, not a ton of defense.